I'm a hustler on a mission. Grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, babe, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the rich.
Hot as a motherfucker, man.
Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
I don't know why I didn't play my shit. It's supposed to play my shit. Yeah, it still ain't playing. They got this shit sound like you supposed to play my shit. I ain't playing my shit still.
Brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, babe, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road.
What's up, though? Check.
Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365.
Too much shit, folks. I bet you one thing that won't fall, that motherfucking plate. I bet you that plate don't fall, bitch. I bet you that, bitch. Yeah, man, Home Meat TV hustles on the mission every day. I don't know what's up with this shit, man. It act like it ain't working right. We finna find out, though, right? Motherfucking not. We finna find out, right? Motherfucking not. Yeah, man, I got this fried rice right here. Nice seafood rice, little meal right quick. You feel me? I'm checking on something, trying to see something right quick. Got some mussels in here. I hate when the shell breaking my rice, though. Hate when the shell breaking my rice. I don't really be liking that. It actually really grinds my gears. Alright, what the fuck, man? Why this shit ain't playing, dog? I just want this shit to play. I just want this shit to be played. I just want it to play. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. That's straight. Where we going at? Oh, they say, my boy got some signatures. Tory Lane. Say how Tory Lane lied to the public. What? He lied to the public? DDG responds to everyone who switched up. Now we finna see what's up with all this shit. Said Just Hilarious drug addiction. Damn, Just Hilarious got a drug addiction? What the hell going on in the world today? Man, we gonna pop off with Tory. Can y'all see me? Is y'all clear? Matter of fact, let me check on my phone. Oh, okay, here it go. It's good. We good then. I thought we wasn't good. As long as we good, we good, bitch. As long as we good, we Gucci.
Be marketing my business.
I wonder if I should raise my prices.
I wonder if you should shut the fuck up with these ads.
YouTube. FreeToryChange.org.
Yeah, free Tory.
Here we go.
Real nigga
Party
reaction. Get
Tory
some rest and
Lanez
relaxation
urged
with a
Governor
real
Newsom to correct a deep injustice. You got 123,616 verified signatures. Decision maker, Gavin Newsom.
Shit.
The issue.
Well, I signed it.
Daystar Peterson, professionally known as Tory Lanez, is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence despite what his legal team describes as overwhelming evidence of prosecutorial misconduct, missing forensic data, and politically motivated sentencing. We, the undersigned, urge California Governor Gavin Newsom to issue a pardon. According to Lane's attorneys, the conviction was not supported by conclusive physical evidence. Notably, no DNA belonging to Tory Lanez was found on the magazine of the firearm. It just says the magazine. Gunshot residue was detected on both Lanez and Kelsey Harris, yet only Lane's DNA was tested. Sworn affidavits and eyewitness accounts that contradicted the prosecution's narrative were ignored or suppressed.
Only his
Among
DNA
the
was
newly
tested.
presented claims, Lane's legal team cites a sworn affidavit from a bodyguard stating that Harris allegedly admitted to firing the gun into the air before Lane's intervened. Additionally, an independent eyewitness, a neighbor with no connection to any partner, testified that he saw two women fighting and that the shots came from the passenger side of the vehicle where Harris was seated. Yet again, only Tory's DNA was tested against the magazine. Despite having no prior record of violence, Lanez was sentenced to a decade in prison. His attorneys argue this was largely due to sentencing enhancements, typically reserved for the most dangerous offenders. Enhancements that former district attorney George Gasson often dropped in cases involving gang members and repeat violent criminals, such as Raymond Danger Gonzalez, a Mexican mafia gang member involved in the premeditated M of two young men in 2017. Despite the brutality of the crime under Gasson's directive, the enhancements were dropped. The May 2024 killing of General Hospital actor Johnny Wachter in downtown Los Angeles. Prosecutors under Gasson initially declined to pursue sentencing enhancements despite clear evidence of the organized theft and fatal violence. Lane's legal team further contends that key DNA evidence cannot be retested and that the combination of shifting witness testimony and intense media scrutiny created an unfair trial environment. Now, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence under deeply contested circumstances. Alarmingly, he also recently survived an alleged attempt on his life while in custody, raising urgent concerns about his safety and well-being. This is not what justice looks like. As Dr. Martin Luther King warned, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is one of those moments. We respectfully call on Gavin Newsom to grant a full pardon to Tory Lanez, remove politically motivated sentencing enhancements, order a full or impartial review of the case to ensure no one else is subjected to a similar injustice. Justice must be rooted in due process, fairness, and truth, not politics. To ensure California is not a state where headlines matter more than truth, sign a petition today. Read full letter from the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety, Gianno Caldwell. For more information on the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety, please visit caldwellinstitute.org. Then it says right here, Caldwell Institute for Public Safety. The decision makers, Gavin Newsom, no response. The supporters. Read just one real quick. Is that cool? All right.
For someone who could impact me so deeply and be rotting in prison, it's not what I imagined for Tory Daystar Peterson Lanez. Everything he attributed to me, culture, the world, etc., wasn't just sound. It was a lifeline, a reminder that no matter how dark life gets, there's always hope. Daystar Peterson's story is now overshadowed by a system that seems to have prioritized headlines over truth. I fear that if justice isn't served effective and efficiently, that I, along with the rest of the millions of people that love him, will
Is the motherfucker trying to read it like that? Is you trying to add some suspense to it? I'm just wondering, because what the fuck? I know my boy like, man, I'm done reading right now. They passing that bitch like it's the classroom. They passing that bit around.
never see Daystar return or return the same beautiful soul we knew him as before. Governor Newsom, justice is about fairness, not popularity, facts, and not rumors. please take another look at this case with a heavy heart for the truth and open mind for possibilities. This country prides itself on being the home of the free, and although some don't
I'm about to
deserve
read
that
this shit
liberty
myself.
from
What the
Daystar,
fuck?
there's acknowledged evidence that backs this is not the case.
Dang, man, poor Tory. Shoot. It's almost like if he had a chance to say who did it or didn't do it online, he would have said something, right? The Shade Room. Megan Thee Stallion's producer alleges that
Nah,
authorities have matched
no,
the
he
bullets
wouldn't.
from Tory Lane's gun to the ones found in her foot. See earlier post. Then one lady says, so why is he not in jail? Then it say, why he ain't booked in? Then it says, Illuminati initiation. Then Spiff K says, people saying Kelsey shot her. Laughing emoji. Tory Lane say, that's not true. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you all to pay attention. Pay attention to that news conference. I don't care what his daddy said. I know what his daddy was there for. But pay attention to the news conference, because the news conference is going to reveal so much that when I break it down for y'all, y'all going to be like, oh, ain't no way. Check it out.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Ms. Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
All right. It says, my name is Jaquan Smith. My address, blurred that out. I'm over the age of 18 years, and am fully competent to testify. I have firsthand knowledge of facts in question that took place on July 12, 2020. This is the basis of the above cited proceedings. I was the driver and bodyguard of Mr. Daystar Peterson, who is better known as Tory Lanez, in July of 2020. Mr. Peterson has been known to me for 7 years. At the time of the incident, I had worked for Mr. Peterson for 3 years. He has not only been my employer, but I also consider him to be a close personal friend. On July 12, 2020, I was asked to drive Mr. Peterson to the home of Kylie Jenner, where Miss Megan, Pete, and Kelsey Harris were present. Mr. Peterson was at Miss Jenner's home for approximately 2 hours when I received a call to come pick him and Miss Pete and Miss Harris. Miss Pete, Mr. Harris, and myself left Miss Jenner's home, but I was asked by Miss Pete to return because she stated she had forgotten a shoe. When we arrived at Miss Jenner's home at this time, Miss Harris stayed in the car. Miss Harris stayed in the car. While Miss Pete exited, Miss Pete did not enter the home at this time, as she went around the back to the pool area where Mr. Peterson was located. Both Miss Pete and Mr. Peterson returned to the car after a few minutes. Miss Pete was bickering, but I'm unsure she was saying. She seemed upset. The four of us left Miss Jenner's residence. As I began to drive, Miss Pete started to fight with Mr. Peterson. They were going back and forth. I remember Mr. Peterson saying to Miss Pete that he was going to tell Miss Harris what was going on. I do not remember what street we were on, but Miss Pete asked me to stop the vehicle. I did as she asked. And Miss Pete went to sit on a nearby bus stop. Mr. Peterson went and spoke with Miss Pete. After about 2 minutes, they returned to the car, and I began driving again. Miss Pete started the argument again, and Miss Harris asked what was going on. Mr. Peterson told her that he and Miss Pete had been dating and intimate. Miss Harris was upset by this, as she and Mr. Peterson had been dating in the same manner. Prior to any relationship with Miss Pete and Miss Harris began fighting. I pulled over to stop them, and Miss Pete and Miss Harris both got out of the vehicle and continued to fight, both verbally and physically. I broke up this fight and was pulling Miss Pete toward the back of the car. I saw Miss Harris with a gun in her hand. Mr. Peterson ran from behind Miss Pete and myself toward Miss Harris. Mr. Peterson and Miss Harris began struggling as Mr. Peterson tried to unarm Miss Harris. I was still pulling Miss Pete and did not see who shot the weapon. I was lucky I was not harmed. In my opinion, Miss Pete was also fortunate. The whole incident happened so quickly within just a couple of minutes. I saw Miss Harris with a gun in her hand. Mr. Peterson ran from behind Miss Pete and myself toward Miss Harris. Mr. Peterson and Miss Harris began struggling as Mr. Peterson tried to unarm Miss Harris. I was still pushing Miss Pete and did not see who shot the weapon.
It seemed like to me, Tory was protecting his black women from the system itself by not saying exactly what happened. He sacrificed his own freedom to protect his bitches. Because them was his bitches at that moment. He told them, man, look, man, both y'all, I'm fucking with both y'all. Y'all know y'all my bitches, like, cut it out, man. What the fuck going on? Like, she got to know, like, come on. Y'all gonna be with it or not? The shit go down, like, fuck, I guess it's my fault because I was trying to goddamn keep it G with y'all. You know what? My bad about even telling y'all about that shit. That's my fault. I put that on me because I told y'all about the shit. Y'all emotional creatures. Fuck that. Y'all put it on me. We gonna, know what I'm saying, make them prove reasonable doubt. You get immunity. And then everything should be straight. He didn't think he was gonna goddamn end up doing, they were gonna get sentenced that boy to 10 years on some bullshit. Ugh. He didn't think he was gonna be in that bitch for about 2 years. And have a motherfucker try to assassinate his ass. Stab him 14 times. He didn't think about that shit. He ain't think about how dirty the system could be, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was protecting them motherfuckers, they still ain't hold him down.
I was lucky I was not harmed. In my opinion, Miss Pete was also fortunate. The whole incident happened so quickly within just a couple of minutes. I wanted to present this evidence during Mr. Peterson's trial, but was prevented from doing so as the district attorney was not ready to cross-examine me. And later they did not call me due to the holidays and the court schedule. I believe I should have been allowed to present this evidence at trial. Submitted respectfully this 5th day of December 2023 by Jaquan Smith. So the new evidence they have is that Chelsea's bodyguard heard that
The
Chelsea
new evidence is
was
really old
talking
evidence.
and said
That's
that.
all. That's all it is.
That's
New
it.
evidence is old evidence.
That's the new evidence.
And they just want to acknowledge right
Yeah,
now.
that paper right there that was set there and everything like that. Yeah, that paper.
Damn
yeah, that was the bodyguard in
damn
2023, December 5th. That was supposed to be the sweeping blow. That was supposed to make it all go away. Tory Lane's driver, not the evidence, not the Ring doorbell that heard the shooting and heard Tory Lanez yell, "Dance, bitch." No, not that. Not that at all. Not Tory Lanez damn near admitting that he did it.
This is a free call from
Tory?
an inmate at LAPD jail.
Nah, see, they saying he damn near admitted he did it, but no, he just said he's sorry for what happened that night between them because he knew he was fucking with both of them, and then he told them, "Look, man, you know I'm fucking with her too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Fucking both of y'all." That's what the fuck happened. He apologized for that information coming out. He apologized for his part in their motherfucking conflict.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything?
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Deadass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, deadass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But, in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think it was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to
And what he means is he's sorry for fucking the bitch because he ain't care about Megan like that. He really care about this bitch. He really care about this bitch. He ain't care about it. He like, man, my bad. I was trying to fuck the bitch. We was drunk, know what I'm saying? When I fucked the bitch. My bad.
when I got to the house, Shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, no, I didn't even. I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Quan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Corn and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get. Because you know it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out. You know.
but like, out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like, niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. But
yeah,
but no,
I'll let you know.
Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just wanna let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
Get out of here, you guys.
You're listening to Street TV.
Yeah,
Hello?
Do you think we could hear from Kelsey that night, or probably not? I'm just curious. Let's take a listen.
Everything here transpires. Megan jumps out of her seat, which is the front seat. I open up my door, which I'm behind Megan. And when you're getting out of a vehicle, you're not really just like looking at any direction. You're just kind of getting out the vehicle, you know? Especially, we didn't expect anything to happen next, so we're just getting out the vehicle. I get out of my side, and no sooner do you know, you start hearing gunshots going off. I look up about it was 5 gunshots. I look up maybe at the second or third gunshot. That's when I look up, and you see Tori. He's now in the front seat. I guess he must have jumped over. It was very smooth transition because we didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. And he's leaning over. The door is open, and he's leaning over like the door window.
Which door? Is it the rear door?
The front right. So where Megan was sitting.
Okay, so his door's open.
My door's open in the back. And the front door is open to where Megan got out. The front right passenger.
Both doors on the passenger side
are open, correct. So.
And is he shooting through the window or over the top of the door?
No, he's shooting over the top of the door. So
over the top of the door would be the rear passenger door?
The right front passenger. So again, as I said, he must have jumped, or I don't know how he did it because it was very very smooth. And he was leaning over the front passenger.
Man, that shit sound crazy as hell, don't it? I know I just be. I like to put shit on the scales and weigh it out. I like to see both. I like to see both sides of everything, right? You feel me? Like. Shit just don't sound. The shit just. I don't know, man.
Passenger door.
Maybe I'm tripping.
You know, she was shooting the gun.
Maybe I'm tripping.
At this point, I'm standing kind of like my body's still like to the side behind the door, the rear passenger door. So I would say like my left side was the rear passenger, and my right side was kind of like this. Like this is the door, and I'm.
Are you still partially in the car at this point?
No, I'm out of the vehicle. I'm just not around my door yet.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know where's Megan?
So I was about to speak on Megan. So she was walking away when this happened, but by the third, fourth shot, and by the time I look up, she's facing towards us, and I've described it like a deer in headlights. Mm-hmm. I'm short. I'm 4'11". The vehicle is kind of a little raised up, higher than me, so I can't really see. I can only see from her chest up. That's all I can see. But the way Tori was angling the gun is kind of like, it wasn't like straight. It was like, down.
Mm-hmm. It was down in her direction?
Definitely in her direction. In the air, definitely in her direction. So at that point, we kind of were in shock,
Did you hear him say anything as he was shooting?
He did not say anything.
Okay.
There was no words at that point,
What was Quan doing? Did he tell?
I think everybody was in shock.
Okay, so he wasn't.
He wasn't
part
even
of it.
At this point right here. He wasn't part of this. What I'm about to get into next. I can't tell you guys where Tori pulled the gun from. Like I said, the motion when he first threatened me was middle console, but I don't know if that's where the gun was.
But you had said he referenced shooting y'all earlier while you're in the car, right?
He threatened to shoot me.
As if he had a gun.
Correct. Gonna drop another 2 hours for the motherfucker.
And so after the shots rang, it was like I said, 5 shots. We kind of froze.
Probably in there trying to record some shit right now.
By the time I get back into like I snapped. Megan
That's a
had either
motherfucking
crawled
artist for real. That
or
nigga probably
walked or
probably
limped
record from the
over
hospital
to,
bed
she's in a
right
driver.
now.
Imagine somebody saying that they did not commit a crime and not defending themselves to the T. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me. And I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online because the case already won in court. But y'all care about online. Why would y'all motherfuckers not get up there and say, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say you didn't do it. You figure out to say you didn't do it, but the one motherfucker it would have mattered from was you. You should have said I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still fucking with me.
Here's the craziest part about all this stuff. There was somebody just annoying the F out of me yesterday, right? And they were like, oh no, Seti Nash, you do know that freaking Tory Lanez, he didn't have his fingerprints on the gun. No, he didn't have his fingerprints on the magazine. Yeah, they never said that he didn't have his fingerprints on the gun. AK.
Yeah. The lawyer shit still suspicious word though. It's still fishy. I feel what Megan's saying. Shit, the victim is the victim. Hey, you gotta she said the nigga shot her. Who's we heard the call, the nigga got down, sounded kind of like I don't know, man. Nigga probably feel I don't know. Gotta put it on the scale. Like, is it? Hey, man, I know that boy almost got damn nailed.
Hey, the police on the stand. So
Like
that's where you people miss me
at.
at. The transcripts are readily available if y'all want to go and get them. Y'all just don't. It's odd, but I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. This is what happens when you get fans. People who are fans of Tory Lanez. Check it out. Y'all sound crazy online. I ain't gonna hold you. I need some of y'all. Check it out.
Nah, definitely, I agree. Y'all should free Tory, man. I'm an artist myself. I'm a black man myself, bro. I don't think social injustice as far as on these levels should go this far. The man has been stabbed 14 times. Clearly, he's innocent in his case. Megan Thee Stallion lied. It's another woman that shot her. Actually, her name is Kelsey. I just feel like this is going too far. And like it should never have to get to a point where somebody's life should be on the line.
At the end of the day, them motherfuckers know the truth, what the truth is. We really don't know. This shit is all speculation, bro. We don't know shit. We on the outside looking in. We ain't got shit but the information that was given. Now you can see where shit get fishy on Tory's side, like with the lawyer and shit. Reasonable doubt. It was reasonable doubt.
You know, their freedom.
It was reasonable.
Hey, this is Dean Hales out of
Still
Stone
got 10
Georgia.
years.
In regards to the Tory Lanez petition, this is just a plea to the governor of California to release Tory Lanez, as this has been, well, it was a unfair trial from the very conception. This man almost lost his life, and he does not deserve that. He deserves to be with his family.
This one is good right here.
This message is for Governor Newsom. Please, Governor Newsom, find it in your heart to free Tory Lanez. His trial was unjustified. His music has helped me get through times in my life. As a father of three, I probably might not be here now if it wasn't for the voice of him and the things he has spoke about. Please find it in your heart as a father to let this man go home to his children. God bless you and God bless everyone.
It's imperative for Tory to know that there are still many of us out here that believe in his innocence.
Why all
And
over that
although
damn
public
sad ass
opinion may
tone and
shift
shit?
according to headlines,
It's sad as
one
fuck,
thing
bro.
that
Got
will always stand the
down
test
hit
of
up like
time
that.
is truth. And God will always prevail, and so will justice, regardless of the fact that the LAPD, the DA, even the judge himself failed in this instance. It doesn't mean that this can't be corrected.
There's only so much I could say.
Yeah, man, that's enough of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit either. Hey, man. Only them motherfuckers know. Them 3 motherfuckers know what the fuck went on. Nigga in that bit, he could be going through that shit right now, especially you going through that shit right now. I know you going through it right now. He damn sure trying to get up out that bitch as soon as possible. Immediately.
I keep everything right here. Or right here.
Yeah.
Play basketball.
And is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in? I keep everything right here. Or right here.
Yeah.
You angelic all the time. And is there
Said that boy was nervous. I don't want to react to none of that shit. It was some shit going on today. Chris Brown arrested for what? Chris Brown arrested for what, man? I don't see nothing about that. What? UK police? Chris Brown arrested over bottle attack? What? No, Chris. No, what you done did, Chris? Nah, this was a case in 2023.
The average professional wastes over 3 hours a day on
Damn,
manual
Breezy,
tasks.
what the
That
hell
changes
Breezy done
fast
did,
and on demand.
dog?
You can leverage a powerful ecosystem of
Yo, anybody who talk good about Tory Lanez go to jail or something happened to him. I don't know what's going on, bro. Nigga, the day after Chris Brown said free Tory, yo, they said Chris Brown has been taken into custody in a Manchester, England hotel early Thursday morning on suspicion of grievous bodily harm, according to law enforcement. This arrest stems from an incident 2 years ago where Chris has been accused of allegedly smashing a tequila bottle over music producers' heads at a nightclub. Chris is in trouble with the law again. The R&B singer was arrested in the United Kingdom over a bottle thrown incident in a nightclub 2 years ago. He was taken into custody. And yeah, I told you why. They reported that he was busted hours after he was flown into town on a private jet, landing at Manchester Airport. We're told that the arrest stems from a violent incident that took place at the Tape nightclub in the Mayfair section of London on February 19, 2023. He allegedly clashed with music producer Abe Dia and is accused of attacking him with a bottle.
No.
At the time,
Chris.
Dia told the Sun that Chris smashed him over the head with a bottle, then punched him and kicked him. Ryan J. Danstrid, who's an attorney for Dia, in 2003 lawsuit against Brown tells TMZ, we can confirm that Chris was involved in an incident with our client and the injuries sustained are serious. We're pursuing all legal remedies to hold him accountable. At this time, we will let the facts speak for themselves through the proper legal channels. Ain't that snitching? Or the guy probably not a gangster, right? Damn.
Hell no, you trying to
I ain't gonna lie, man. This might be the wrong time to be caught overseas on some shit, bro.
Hell yeah, boy.
This might be the wrong time.
This
a lot of countries ain't feeling Trump.
Time.
They ain't feeling the energy coming out of the U.S. They might just try to hold him on some Brittany Griner shit. Now, granted, it's C Breezy. It ain't Brittany Griner. I think, and also it's Big Trump, not Sleepy Joe. So I do think
right.
He gonna get bail, or the U.S. government gonna go get our Breezy. Breezy's a living legend.
Breezy. You know
and we're not gonna let
Breezy.
him get locked up in no fucking UK hellhole while he's our legend. We ain't gonna let it happen. Man. That's why. Listen, no matter what with Trump gonna get that nigga.
He going to
get.
He
probably gonna tell him, listen, I'm gonna give y'all 1 week to hold him, and y'all figure it out. If not, I'm coming to get that nigga.
You coming to get his ass.
So we know Breezy ain't gonna stay locked up too long. But
you gonna have to pay some money.
He hasn't been back to the LA. Not LA. I mean England in 2 years. Don't he have a tour starting soon? Chris Brown tour. He flew in there in a private jet. Let's see the tour dates.
Fuck them tour dates. Fuck them motherfucking tour dates. Yeah, man, they got Breezy fucked up. Oh, some shit that happened 2 years ago. He might well just kick some chips, man. You gotta pay the man, nah, dog. Look at the mugshot. You know he's sick. He out of country, in prison, out the country. One thing about it though, he in a nice facility. He got a TV and all that shit over there. They got TVs in their prisons and shit over there. For real, man. They got PlayStation. He's straight, man. He all right. They got all that shit in there. He'll be straight. They ain't got that bullshit ass food over here. As far as I know it can't be like that over there. Breezy locked up. All this shit going on in the world. Did he try to kill Drake in LA? What? Did he try to kill Drake in LA? That's crazy work. Man, fuck it. That shit sound crazy. We just gonna see what the fuck they talking about. Poetic Flacco. The fuck you talking about?
This Diddy
Flacco?
trial just revealed exactly why Diddy was in LA trying to hire goons to take out Drake. It's insane. We finally got the full story, bro. We know exactly why Diddy hated Drake, and it wasn't over no songs or no beat, bro, as Diddy would try to make it appear to be. Now, before we can get into what took place today, let's just rewind a little bit and give you guys a history of this Drake and Diddy beef. Now, this is part one where we do dive deep and sort of entertain the idea that this was over the song and a beat because Diddy said it was. But just ignore that and just look at the attempts that Diddy made on Drake's life. And then once we get past that, we're going to go to part two where we really break down what took place today in trial and what the real reason that Diddy was trying to hunt Drake throughout LA. Diddy put a hit out on Drake, but Drake survived by making this really smart decision. Stay with me. This is not clickbait at all. So by now, everybody already knows on the early mornings of December 8th, 2014, at a VMA after party, Diddy put hands and feet on Drake. See, the beatdown was so ferocious that Diddy sent Drake to the emergency room.
He's done battle with Brown, but did Drake take on Diddy? E-Talk's Daniel Graham joins us now with more. What's going on?
Well, yeah, you kind of said it there, Bev. There are reports from Miami that late or early hours Monday morning, Diddy and Drake got in a fight outside of a nightclub. They are both there for the Art Basel Festival. And MTV has confirmed an eyewitness that says, yes, a fight went down. Diddy allegedly hitting Drake, not knocking him out, but hitting him quite hard. And the quote was, clocked him. Rick Ross's DJ tweeted that Drake ended up in the hospital.
Now, despite Diddy going out of his way to deny an altercation took place.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake? I did not put hands on Drake. Oh. And I do not want any problems with Drake.
50 Cent will confirm that this indeed happened and that Diddy put the pause on Drake over a dispute over the 0 to 100 beat.
Puff can't even hear it. I know he can't. He couldn't.
Puff can't hear a hit? That's kind of crazy.
He still hear things from back then, that time.
Oh, got you now.
Right.
Okay. Got you.
He can't buy the right. He can't. You play it for him right now, and it's hot. He can't buy it. This is why he's fighting Drake. When you hit Drake, because he used the beat that he didn't actually use.
0 to 100.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So if he heard it, and then he heard Drake use it, but it wasn't a hit yet until Drake put the lines on the record.
Here's what makes Diddy going on a Breakfast Club in 2015 and denying that he had an issue with Drake. You see, August of 2015 is when Diddy went on the Breakfast Club. August of 2015, Diddy had an active hit. Diddy put a bag on Drake's head for any gangster in LA to claim it.
About how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing.
So one thing we're learning about Diddy as of lately is that Diddy is a sociopath, man. The man is insane. I believe that Diddy and King Von was cut from the same cloth, but Diddy just had $1 billion to really play ball. King Von was just a savage, yo. They both, to me, right, had the lust for blood. Because, Diddy was moving crazy. We seen he blew up Kid Cudi's like cars in the cribs. So Drake understood, though, that for him to survive in LA as a non-affiliate, he had to cozy up to some real gangsters. So Drake decided he was going to cozy up to the game and seek protection from the game against Diddy.
Right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly assaulted him or something. It was over the Start from the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
But there were like calls, going around LA, and it was like, Drake here, Drake there, who will run up on him. I'm not saying it, it didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So, when there are beefs and they are here, no matter who it is, like there's certain people that are gonna get called, and I'm one of those people. So, I had privy, Drake to a little information. Like I said, I don't know where it came from, but I always, it's like my brother. So I hit him. I told him like, yo, this is what it is, but I got you. We over here, and I'm pretty heavy. So, we straight.
If you read in between the lines, then you caught on, right? The game said the hit on Drake's head was a consequence from his beef with Diddy, but the game being a certified street dude who was thorough, he knew he was saying a little too much, so he cleaned it up and said, hey, I can't say if it came directly from Diddy or not. I just knew I had my boys back. But protection ain't free. We homies, but protection ain't free. So Drake still had to play ball and cough up something. So Drake gave Game a record, 100, which we know was filmed in Compton. Oh, you ain't think Drake was in the middle of Compton hugging on babies or singing karaoke just because, right? Like, y'all ain't think this was just off the love, right?
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition.
Now, if you listen to that record closely, then you probably already know where I'm headed. The Game confirmed on that record that Diddy put the hit out on Drake and all OVO members. On his verse, the Game will rap that he was actually contacted initially to set Drake up, but he decided he was going to protect